Inside an unsuspecting building in Syracuse lies the headquarters of something great. A Tiny Home for Good is a nonprofit that aims to end homelessness in Syracuse. They provide affordable housing for people coming out of the shelter system. Most of their houses are built for one person. A Tiny Home for Good has 30 houses with around 11 in the process of being built. Behind me is one of their tiny neighborhoods. The houses can be easy to miss. Spread across Syracuse in clusters, they build little communities of people all with the same goal, to make it out of their situations. A Tiny Home for Good truly cares about its tenants and doesn't raise rent like normal affordable housing landlords. It makes their retention rate high and gets their tenants prepared to buy or rent a property elsewhere. Josh Searson, Director of Tenant Services at A Tiny Home for Good, tells us why the Executive Director, Andrew Lanetta, knew he had to do something when starting the nonprofit.
He was watching the men go out to what they thought was going to be permanent housing and seeing them return months or weeks later to the shelter because the place they moved to was just untenable. Like it had, bugs all over the place, or pipes that were leaking, a landlord who was unresponsive, or they were having to share rooms with other people. So as he asked around the different people living in the shelter, what they told him was pretty simple. They just wanted a home that only they had the key to, and that they could live in peace and know that their stuff was going to be there.
And that's exactly what these miniature homes provide, a sense of security and people behind them that truly care.
Once they move in, that's really just the beginning. Yes, we provide housing, but really the differentiator and what we offer is that aftercare support. We really exist to keep people housed. We want them to stay with us. And we know each of our tenants by name. We know their likes and dislikes. We know what they're struggling with. We know what other service providers they're connected to. It just respects the humanity of the individual.
According to a study done by Syracuse University, the nonprofit ends up saving Onondaga County taxpayers $117,694 per tenant each year because of the tenants' decreased use of social and emergency services. Olivia Maniscalco, NCC News.